How's it going, YouTube? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the quasi-rural-ish, backwater-ish, not quite wilderness of North Carolina. Headed northward towards Pennsylvania and planning ahead as best I can, at least for September and through the rest of this year, because fuel is spiking up really rather not nicely. I mean, it's the kind of suck that has been expected for a little while here, but now that it's arriving, I really wish I'd been wrong. I wish everyone had been wrong. I wish that fuel was still on the decline, but I think on average it's been at least a 30 cents a gallon increase nationally for diesel, but I'm sure in some areas it's way more than that. I think around Chicago we've spiked up at least 45 to 60 cents a gallon for diesel. Indiana has spiked up, I think, at least 30 or 40 cents. Wisconsin has spiked up, I think, 20 or 30 cents. Not sure about Iowa. I haven't looked. Oh, we just crossed to Virginia. Hello, Virginia. I haven't looked at it too recently, but you know, it's the hard times are coming, and of course, it's going to be coming right along with the wind down of 2023. This time last year, fuel was pretty heinous. It was in the $5 range, almost to $6, depending on where you were at. So we're not quite as bad as it was last year, and I think it's even possible that rates might be a little healthier right now than they were this time last year, but it's still pretty. It's not going to be fun. Suffice it to say, there's going to be some lean times coming up here until brokers get a hold of things and realize they've got to start charging their customers more to make sure their freight gets moved, because there's going to be a lot of companies that I don't think are going to be able to make it through the end of this year. I don't believe I'll be one of them, but at the same time, I'm trying to take steps now to make sure that I will be able to endure. One of those steps is I just had a lovely conversation with a representative at the Axle Fuel Card, which is the official fuel card of Pilot Flying J, because that is the one major truck stop brand that I do not have, shall we say, any form of discount with. And part of their sales pitch is that their typical discount on a per gallon basis is 15 to 40 cents per gallon, which is not bad. If you can get 35 to 40 cents off a gallon guaranteed at a Pilot Flying J, it makes it a lot more difficult to look for Loves and the guaranteed discount that I get there of 20 cents a gallon with the RXO fuel card. Now, I like the RXO fuel card a lot. They've got a really nice discount program with some of the Petro and TA fuel stops or truck stops, and some of those discounts are really, really, really nice. And so I don't intend to replace the RXO fuel card. My intent is going to be purely, all right, I need to be hunting for the best possible discount wherever I'm at and whenever I'm at, to make sure that when I'm fueling, I am saving as much money as is possible. And a casualty of that is going to be brand loyalty, which is really unfortunate, because I am a big fan of the Loves travel stops. I do the vast majority, easily over 90% of my fueling in my career I have done at Loves fuel stops, Loves travel stops. I like their facilities, I like their rewards program, but you know, it's, even though I could probably sustain continually operating only at Loves, I would be remiss and even foolish if I did not have the Pilot Flying J fuel card in my back pocket as another option to work with in order to expand my discount options even further. love them or hate them, I mean, the reality of the situation is that Pilot Flying J, they do have excellent discounts. They are improving their facilities. They are not my first choice for a fuel stop or an overnight stop, but with the work they're doing to remodel and improve their image and, you know, upgrade facilities, I have to give credit where credit is due. They are investing very significantly in improving the driver experience at their facilities. And of course, if you're a regular visitor of Pilot Flying J, you know very well that their food selection with their PJ Fresh food bar, it's good. Their pizza is really good. I like their pizza a lot, and occasionally their regular meal items are really quite good as well. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's not an ideal situation, but with diesel trending towards $5 and likely to be over $5 a gallon in the next week or two, or probably before October at the very, very latest, I need to be able to bargain hunt, and that's going to mean I need to be able to get discounts just about anywhere. Now, the person I spoke to at the Axle Fuel Card did say yes, there are some stations in some states where you only get our very bare minimum discount of 15 cents. However, you know, in a pragmatic sense, from my personal experience, sometimes that 15 cents off a gallon that you might pay on one day might be worth more than, say, the 25 or 30 cents you might get the next day, because you're spending less in fuel sooner. You're filling fewer gallons sooner, and you know, you've got, you know, some flexibility perhaps. And then of course, you know, if you can find the 40 cents off a gallon locations, and then they give you access to an app to do that as well. You know, that's again, if you're fueling 100 gallons of diesel at a shot, if you can save $40 per fuel up, I mean, that adds up over the course of a month. If you're fueling 1,000 gallons, it's $400 in savings if you can hit the maximum discount at every possible Pilot location or Flying J location you visit. She did specify, or the gal I spoke to did specify, that it doesn't work at the 1-9 locations. Though they are Pilot affiliated, they're not actual Pilot Flying J locations. However, Pilot branded locations, like the dealer chain of truck stops that are out west, like in Montana and Idaho, because those are actual Pilot fuel pumps, you get the, at least as far as I can understand it, if I understood her correctly, that's what I believe she's telling me, that you get the best possible discount available at those locations, assuming that, you know, they're participating in the program. But of course, the app will tell you what the actual discount would be at that location. And couple that with the possibility of getting, you know, really steep discounts at TA Petro, you know, that's just gonna make life a little bit easier. So I've already got my 1,000 gallons for this month of August for Loves for next month, so now I can, in theory, this coming month, I can really take my time and research and plan how I want to maximize my fuel discount pursuit, because I'll be taking a little bit of time off in the early part of September, but I should still have more than enough time to fuel enough gallons, as it were, to get my shower power if I go full Pilot or not, or at the very least just be able to get everything set up with them and then get started at a more casual pace. But it's one of those things where it's gonna get tough, and wherever I can save money, I need to be saving money just to make sure that I have the best competitive advantage thin margin because we're coming into the holiday weekend for Labor Day, which is this coming Monday. So I know it's going to be kind of a poop sandwich situation for my load over the weekend to get home, unless I choose to stay out through the weekend, which is possible. I haven't quite figured out which way I'm going to go yet. So it's one of those things where, we'll just kind of have to figure it out as we go along here. But I'm not really enthusiastic about switching away my brand loyalty from Love's because, again, like I said, I like their locations. I like the facilities. I like their showers. Their reward program is fantastic. But I just cannot get a better discount. Like, their discount is not the best. Like, I got an email from my RXO fuel card system, and it showed me, it compared the savings on a per truck stop brand basis. And I saved a good amount of money with Love's. I think this was my July report. My July report, I saved a good amount of money with Love's, over the course of the month. But I fueled at TA Petro locations a couple of times, and my savings with just maybe 2 or 3 stops at TA Petro was almost as good as my whole month with Love's. So in a lot of ways, Love's needs to get their discount program improved, because it will improve the customer traffic through their facilities, and it will also improve brand loyalty, because I would like to only be fueling at one truck stop brand for the majority of my month in order to maximize my rewards with one brand. However, that only really works when diesel is not $5 a gallon, not trending towards $5 a gallon, and you can still, with the discount application, get diesel for comfortably under $4 a gallon. And quite unfortunately,